Hi, I'm Jay Andrews with Laguna Tools. Today we're going to have a look at the new Fusion 3 table saw, our flagship of the Fusion product lineup. The Fusion 3 is loaded with standard features that are perfect for any commercial cabinet shop or discerning hobbyist. There's plenty of cast iron across the tabletop. You'll find that the center section as well as the right hand and left hand wings are all solid cast iron. You'll also notice that there's a outfeed table for doing ribs to support your product at the end, as well as a right hand side support table to support wider products. The premium miter gauge has the rack and pin in, and it also has detents at 30 degrees and at 45 degrees and at 90 degrees. The front fence of the premium miter gauge is also adjustable. Simply loosen the little T-handles and slide it back and forth to your desired position. It even has a T-slot in the top and in the front face for attaching a stop. The new Fusion 3 is a true premium cabinet saw. You'll see that the base of the saw is made from a heavy gauge steel construction. It's a one-piece steel cabinet, and it has a floor in the bottom so that we can go through and manage our sawdust collection much better than the older models. It has a built-in wheel kit so you can easily move your saw around the shop. The magnetic switch is standard, and it turns on and off the 3 horsepower induction motor. The Fusion 3 continues to have more premium features like the premium hand wheels. These are cast and polished and chromed hand wheels. They have a fold-away handle so you can get it out of your way. The lock knob is centrally located in each of the handles, and then the blade tilt mechanism is on a quick ratio from 2 to 1 so that you can quickly and easily tilt your blade from 90 degrees through 45. You'll see that the overhead saw guard also can tilt with the blade. The rear extension table is really a treat to use. It already has the slots for your miter gauge, and the legs are steel and they have adjustable feet on the bottom. You can remove the bolt to remove the table and still leave the mounting bracket in place. The right side extension table fills out the work area all the way out through the 36-inch rib capacity of the saw. 36-inch rib capacity is standard, and we also offer a 52-inch option for the saw. The entire Fusion line uses a T-square style fence system that has a steel body. The F3 is kind of an exception because it's a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, and the body is heavier gauge. And again, it's at home in a commercial cabinet shop. The knuckle and the handle are all steel construction. There are magnets to hold the handle in the up position as you're gliding it back and forth across the table. There's a hairline readout that you can precisely set your measurement to and then lock it in place. The fence face is an aluminum extrusion, and it can be run as a standard fence in the tall position, but it can also be operated as a European style fence, slid back and used as a stop for your miter gauge. This prevents wood from getting trapped between the fence and the blade as you're doing offcuts and using a miter gauge. We can also flip the fence into the low position, and this permits cutting of laminates and other types of materials quickly and easily. The overhead saw guard with dust collection accessory is standard equipment on the Fusion 3 table saw, and in fact on all of the Fusion lineup here. It's easy to remove the guard simply by loosening the knob on the back side and then sliding the guard forward and removing it. Now with the overhead saw guard removed, you can see the anti-kickback fingers here, and this prevents kickback when you're doing ripping. These anti-kickback fingers actually have a landing pad that's on the back of the insert. The insert is a composite insert, and to remove it, we unlock it and slide it out of the way. This can be used as a zero clearance insert. If you're doing dado cuts, you'll simply switch over to the dado insert. Now that we have the throat insert out of the saw, you can have a look at the mechanisms inside, and boy, it's filled with fantastic features. One of the ones I enjoy the most is the ability to quickly and easily remove the splitter and to install the standard riving knife in the saw. It slides right in place and then locks down with the handle. The standard riving knife is included with all of our Fusion table saws, and it's a great safety accessory to prevent kickbacks. It should be in place for any type of through cut. If you're using a thin kerf blade, you'll want to use a thin kerf riving knife, and we offer that as an option for the Fusion table saws. When you're doing a blade change, it's very simple. You simply depress the button that locks the blade, use the blade wrench to change the blade, and let go. Looking below the blade, you'll see that dust collection is an incorporated feature of the saw, not just an afterthought. There's a dust shroud that surrounds the entire section of the lower blade here to collect dust below the table. The overhead saw guard collects the dust that's on top of the table. And finally, at the bottom of the cabinet, it's enclosed with a dust collection port that cleans the bottom of the cabinet. The Fusion saw is just a dream to use because there's so many great features. One of the things I like about the saw the best is the onboard tool storage right below the table. It holds your miter gauge, your blade wrench, and your riving knife. The Fusion 3 is a heavy-duty saw outside and inside. The engineered trunnion is all cast iron and it bolts right directly to the cabinet. It stretches from the rear of the cabinet to the front of the cabinet to make sure that your blade is always stable and accurate. The Fusion 3 table saw is the saw that every commercial shop has been waiting for a long time. It incorporates all these fantastic features. But if you have any questions or you want more specifications, come look us up on the web at LAGUNATools.com or go over to our YouTube channel to watch other videos on the rest of the entire Fusion fleet. If you have any questions, give us a call, 800-234-1976, and don't forget to subscribe.